You know how they tried the governor.
We're down here over by the medical station. We've got our medics tent over there, which is solely for first aid. That's our treatment tent. We've got all of our gear set up. It's a little chaotic, but we keep organizing as best we can. So right now, I think our best plan is to go this way. You'll excuse my voice. I'm really hoarse because the protest today involved a lot of me yelling and trying to get information out to people. Over here is what's usually the drum circle, but it's quiet out here. We're trying to be good neighbors. All of our information tables, they keep us informed. Up here is comfort. These guys keep us stocked with everything we need: blankets, sleeping bags, new clothes, socks, which are damnably essential, toothbrushes, toothpaste, the whole 9 yards. They're pretty much always busy. Like, they're busier than medical. In fact, they're probably busier than food. Hey, man.
What's up, dude?
Very real.
Is he still on fire like he was?
Up here is food. They keep us fed, they keep us taken care of, make sure we don't get scurvy and the like. They keep us lots and lots of water bottles, coffee when we can, hot water for tea. Thank God for that. The food station itself, our kitchen, as it were, it's deserted at the moment because it's like 10:30 at night, so, or 11 or whatever time it is. But they kind of keep us with some stuff, at least snack foods or something. We've been putting these little fences up around the flower beds because they were getting trampled. We felt like that was really not respectful of the space that we were in. So these were put up to help try and control a little bit of the chaos. Here's one of our resident zombies.
Eat the 1%.
Sorry, Zeds. Medical can do nothing for you.
Occupy Wall Street. Eat the 1%.
Thanks, man.
As you can tell, navigating can be a little bit difficult at night. During the day, it's a lot easier. Over here, we have a library. All donated books, lots of cool stuff. We actually have people who keep catalogs of everything, which is just fantastic. I haven't asked them if they use Library of Congress or Dewey Decimal yet. I should find out. Over here, we've got media, press, information. Basically, the brains and the voice of the group. They hopefully keep everything organized and running smoothly. We also have outreach. They help organize all the stuff like, cleaning up, taking care of people who have, a little bit of an issue, feeling, overwhelmed by all of this. But it's actually really useful, and it's wonderful to see people actually really care. They actually do try and work with this.
The menu is soybean.
The union guys, we love them.
Yeah, union.
Solidarity forever, baby. Over here, a lot of booths will set up, mostly during the day. We have legal counsel, we have Spanish communications, the whole 9 yards. Everybody comes out here, and so a lot of people can be represented. They help take care of things, and a lot of people get to put up stuff, basically to help us communicate with each other, get what we want. You'll see representation from all sorts of different groups: libertarians, right-wing, left-wing, socialists, all over the spectrum. It's great. The one group I didn't show you is sanitation. They tend to be all over the place. If it weren't for them, this would turn into utter chaos. So always show them love. Other than that, that's really the park in a nutshell.
You got the gloves. What are you gonna do with those?
I mean, how did he become mayor?
So we're off Manhattan.
Yeah,
One chunk
fuck
at a
it, hey,
time.
man. Listen, he's a billionaire. How? You know, like
I know.
people are down here protesting who? They're protesting Bloomberg and his friends. This is nothing surprising. Why would he not?
He sold out most of the city, so why not go
Fuck it,
out?
hey. I mean, he's Giuliani 2.0. So, right? You know, kick the
I like
poor
that.
people out.
I like that image.
You know how it is.
I like that image a lot.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. This has been happening for 30 years now.
At least. Probably more than that.
Well, we started off, the march went down to Wall Street, turned back around. I wasn't here for that. I kind of missed it because I was rushing from home. But came around and went up Broadway for a while and hooked left and hooked right. We went up to Washington Square Park, actually. Marched all the way up there. That was actually very relaxed. Everything was going pretty smoothly. There was a bit of confusion, but there always is. Didn't have too much of a problem. The police were, for the most part, very laid back about the whole thing. The marchers were very laid back about it all. Got up to Washington Square Park, and that part, the first part to get to the Washington Square Park rally, was easy as a dream. It was really nice. From there, we turned around and marched up towards Midtown. So we're heading towards Times Square. That march took for freaking ever, I'm not gonna lie. It was tiresome, and I used to hike. But we eventually got there. I think the cops were more worn out than we were by that point, because at least we were into it. And they directed us actually up 6th Avenue. We weren't allowed to march directly into Times Square. The group was being told that they had to go up to 46th Street, hang a left, and then come down into Times Square. But at 44th or 45th, somebody realized that the police were blocking the main part of the street, but they were able to just literally walk around the barricade. We didn't jump anything. We didn't push through anything. We literally just walked around. And by the time the cops realized what had happened, there were so many people who had gotten past them that they just kind of gave up and let people go down that street. And whether you agreed with the movement or not, just seeing all those people just walking down 45th Street towards Times Square, chanting and cheering, they took the entire street. They just took the street. It was inspirational. It was incredible, uplifting. But we got to Times Square, then it got really packed. It was there were some tense moments, not gonna lie, it got pretty tense. We had several arrests. Back when we were still at the rally down in Washington Square Park, we had 22 or 23, I'm not sure about the number yet, arrests at Chase Bank because a bunch of the protesters went to Chase Bank, customers of the bank, mind you, to close their account. They were locked into the bank and arrested. Apparently unallowed to withdraw their own money. Bank of America has actually put a stop to people closing their accounts in the city as well for the moment being. So I'm rather amused, as that reminds me of, the Great Depression, when banks started saying, no, you can't have your money back, which makes you wonder why it's still called your money. So we're at Times Square. A good number of people got arrested for any number of things, pushing barricades, etc. Some were valid, some were not. That's for the lawyers to figure out. We did have one kid, unfortunately, hit in the head pretty hard with a baton, enough to concuss him. One of our medics bandaged his head, took him to the hospital. I can't remember which one at the moment. I'm a little tired, as you can imagine. But from what I heard, he's actually doing very well, so all the medics are really glad to hear that. So, don't know your name, guy, but take care. After that, we hung around for a while. The cops brought in the riot police, but by that point it was already breaking up. People left peacefully. The medics had nothing left to do. We'd set up a mobile medical center in Bryant Park, and they didn't take that down. The cops didn't take that down, but we eventually, left it, moved back down to Washington Square Park. They're still at the park right now. I'm kind of concerned I don't have the update right now. At this very moment, they're attempting to occupy Washington Square Park. A lot of our medics are down there. And so, of course, the medical team's concerned. Pretty much everybody's down there is aware that there's a very good chance they could all be arrested. Because you can't stay in the park after midnight, that's when it closes. So we're waiting to find out what happened down there. Honestly, I can't tell you too much more. We're gonna wait and see is what it comes down to. The medics they're gutsy. They're staying down there just to take care of people. So the real concern is tear gas was authorized a while ago. We don't think they'll use it, but this is their only real opportunity to. Every other time we're surrounded by the public. In this case, it's only going to be people who are in the park illegally. So there's a lot of concern there. Primarily our concern is those batons and the pepper spray. They both do an insane amount of damage and pain. So the medics they volunteered to go down there. That's what they're doing. They're taking care of people, even though it puts them at risk. That's what it means to be down here. Then the rest of us came back down to Zuccotti Park. The small group of people went out to Tompkins Square Park, but that's not mostly occupiers. They're there kind of in memorial to the Tompkins Square Park riots, and if you don't know what that is, get Wikipedia, please. 1988. I'll give you a hint. But, so, hopefully history won't repeat itself down there. We're not going to get any information about that until probably 30 or 40 minutes from now. So, we'll see what happens.
This is it's so thick. This is a really beautiful thing. Let's make it work. Wait, I got a bunch of stuff here. Gandhi, Priestess, King of Hearts, and a little note from my mother.
Aww.
Yeah. Keep it in your back pocket. She's nice. And there's some songs in here. There's Power in Union. There's a harmonica. Something's happening right now. Something's better change. Right now. You're too blind to see it. It's gonna be fun.
So we're just gonna stand by and see what happens. I don't know if I think everybody's getting out of the park is.
They let people leave the park, but there are people still staying in. They're trying to get reports back from the police scanner. They've got vans and a bus down there to haul people away, so.
Some
We got a lot more police moving in towards the park right now. Basically looks like they're going to move on the park. Anybody who wasn't out is going to be arrested. I don't know about my medical team, so I'm a little worried. We've got about 6 medics who said that they were willing to be arrested and stay in the park with their kit. Lots of the eye wash that we use and bandages, that sort of thing. So don't know what's going to happen down there right now. All I know is they were sending a lot of cops in when the signal cut out on my phone.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing to get.